Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
We're following several breaking news headlines, including this. A fire breaks out in a Richland neighborhood. We're at the scene. Plus, another breaking story out of Richland as a car crash sends police to Richland High School a minute after students were released for the day.
Also ahead in Yakima, dozens protesting outside Congressman Dan Newhouse's office. All those stories plus a helicopter crashes outside Dayton. The news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go on this very busy Wednesday. Good evening. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman.
As we have been mentioning, we are tracking several breaking news headlines for you off the top. Our first story near Dayton in Columbia County. We can confirm the Columbia County Sheriff's Office telling our Monique Ledesma they are on the scene of a helicopter crash near Dayton.
Now, there is no cell phone service where Monique is, so we can't bring you any footage just yet. We are working on getting it, though, for you. Monique at the scene working to get us the latest information, and here's what we do know so far. The helicopter went down near South Touchy Road around 12:30 p.m. Authorities say the helicopter hit power lines, which knocked out power to nearly 1,000 people in and around Dayton. Now, the power was restored to most people by 3 o'clock today.
The crash scene is in a rugged area and was not accessible by rescue vehicles. First responders were eventually able to get to the crash scene. At least one person has died. Family is being notified. Monique is there at that scene right now. We hope to have more details to you as soon as possible. Richland police investigating a traffic accident that occurred just about 1 minute after high school students were released for the day. When our crews arrived to the scene just before 4 this afternoon, police were still there investigating and cleaning up the debris on the road. We know the crash happened on a side road within the campus, right on the 900 block of Long Avenue. It is still unclear who was hurt, whether it was a student, a teacher, or someone else. We are waiting to hear back from Richland police for more details.
Several fire crews are at the scene of a house fire in Richland right now. Take a look at your screen. This was just minutes ago, and you can see the smoke just billowing out of that top window there. Fire broke out around 4 o'clock this afternoon on the 500 block of Adams Street. Richland, Pasco, and Benton County fire crews are at the scene. Firefighters reported seeing smoke and flames coming from the home. 6 people inside of the house at the time of the fire were able to get out. We are told nobody was hurt in all of this. They cannot go back inside, though, due to damage. We have a crew at the scene right now, and we'll have much more for you on the news at 6. All right, now that we have all the breaking news headlines out of the way for now, of course, we'll update you as soon as we get new information on those fronts. But we do want to turn our attention to weather now. For many of us, we're seeing some mild temperatures.
We sure are, but for others, keep those jackets handy. First Alert Stacy Lee joining us now with a first look at your forecast.
Happy last day of winter, and spring is going to come in like a lion, as they say, on these strong gusty winds. We do have a wind advisory until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning all across northeastern Oregon and southeastern Washington. But even though the Tri-Cities and Hermiston aren't included, you're going to feel those gusty winds, especially overnight, late time, probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Get ready for showers, mountain snow, and the gusty winds. Temperatures for the most part a little bit on the warmer side, especially in Walla Walla, but as you get up into the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, that's going to be cold. All right, here it comes. The vernal equinox, aka spring, happens at 2 o'clock in the morning, so be looking for that. Again, bright and early, will be officially in spring. So yay, excited about that. Good news for you is temperatures are going to start to warm up later next week, but strong gusty winds tonight, scattered showers through the area. Expect that on and off. A couple of rounds of mountain snow overnight and into Friday, and spring begins tomorrow.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Washington economists gave a forecast on how much money the state will bring in, guiding how the legislature will write up a balanced budget over the next 5 years.
Murrow News fellow Albert James shows us what revenue challenges economists say we're facing and what lies ahead in passing a state budget by the end of the legislative session.
Our revenue growth has been relatively slow, kind of slower than you'd expect given the economic situation. And
Dave Reich, Washington's chief economist, says that slowing in growth is largely connected to the pandemic and its aftermath changing consumer spending behaviors like avoiding large purchases.
The pandemic isn't done with us, which is what I mentioned earlier. Some of the revenues are likely being impacted still by the pandemic, which is the reason we had high inflation and high interest rates.
The State Economic and Revenue Forecast Council projects the state will get about $71 billion in revenue over the next 2 years. That's down about $500 million from the last forecast in November. To put that in perspective, the state budget for the last biennium was $72 billion. And budget leaders have said the state will need to pay more moving forward to maintain current levels of services and programs. Republican budget writer Senator Chris Godon says the revenue forecast confirms legislators should limit spending and avoid new taxes. While Democratic budget leader Representative Tim Ormsby says the reduced forecast was expected and, quote, when we ask for revenue, it's because it's necessary to keep people alive. Reich said the state should be able to shake off slowing revenue growth in the future, but decisions in D.C. could complicate things in a way that's hard to predict.
We expect to come out of that, in the next 6 to 12 months, but I would say the picture's clouded a little bit by some of the current changes that we've seen, and by that I mean tariffs and changes in federal employment and federal funding. So, so that's a risk factor in our forecast going forward.
As we previously reported, Senate Republicans released a budget proposal last week which relies on reduced spending to balance the budget. Democrats in the House and Senate say they'll release their proposals on Monday, which are expected to include taxes on the wealthy to bring in new revenue. At the state capitol in Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
More than 100 people marched to Representative Dan Newhouse's office in Yakima today. It was in support of protecting health care for people in Washington. Newhouse voted for the budget resolution to start the reconciliation process, which is expected to include nationwide cuts to Medicaid. The march, organized by the Central Washington Families Coalition, to send a message asking Newhouse to prevent those cuts.
We're here to let the community, let Congressman Newhouse know how important it is for him to care about our residents.
Very loud there, but she was just saying how important this is to residents. Marchers say cuts would devastate 40% of those in Washington who rely on Apple Health or Medicaid.
If you or someone you know collects Social Security benefits, the agency says you'll no longer be able to handle certain account services by phone later this month. Calls make up about 40% of direct deposit fraud, but critics worry the real goal is to chip away at Social Security itself. Amy Kiley brings us more.
They can essentially interfere with your ability to get your Social Security check that you've earned.
New rules could make it more complicated for some people to collect their Social Security benefits. The Trump administration says they're aimed at reducing fraud.
By tackling the waste and fraud in entitlements like Social Security, Medicare, can we actually preserve those programs for the future?
One rule, starting March 31st, requires people who can't prove their identity online to visit a field office. Another bars beneficiaries from changing their bank account information by phone, starting March 29th. Those changes come as the agency is closing some field offices and trying to reduce its workforce by about 12%.
Presumably they want people with disabilities to now walk in to some Social Security office, although they're cutting back on these Social Security offices all over this country.
Online services will still be available, but many people who collect Social Security benefits are seniors.
It bugs the crap out of me, but my mom uses the damn landline, and that's how she does things.
President Donald Trump and Republican lawmakers promise they will not cut Social Security.
We're going to love and cherish Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
But critics argue
these are not coincidental happenings. There is a design behind this, and it is to try to make these programs die on the vine.
I'm Mimi Kiley reporting.
Well, check this out. In honor of International Women's Day, Yakima Valley Partners Habitat for Humanity has recruited women from across the community to help with their latest project.
Yeah, so the organization is building houses for first-time home buyers during its Women Build 2025 event. More than 100 volunteers from almost a dozen local businesses are helping out during the next 8 days, including Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
We have a whole crew that's in there, and they've been really great. And they're all down, they're on their hands and knees. Dust doesn't scare them, dirt. They're all scraping, they're all snapping in boards.
Yakima Valley Partners Habitat for Humanity is holding an event to celebrate Women Build 2025 next Thursday at 31 West Viola Avenue. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, a Consumer Reports investigation. We take a look at testing done on infant formula. What we found may have you thinking twice about some options.
Also ahead, here's a live look all across the Yakima Valley and the Tri-Cities. Stacy's coming on back with a full look at your first alert forecast. Hang tight as we're on your side.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great phone and the right phone plan for you. You can get 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
That's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
Because you get both.
US Cellular, built for us. Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy. Get 3.9% financing on all 2025 Trailblazer models when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, current competitive owners can get $1,000 cash allowance. See your community Chevy dealers.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing, no way.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
With Steel battery. Double your runtime. Get a free extra battery with select Steel tools. Shop in-store and online.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us. It's a free ride, but I already paid.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back, everybody. Taking a look at news all across the nation today, a man with a gun prompted a massive police response earlier this morning outside the CIA headquarters, that's in Virginia. A man was seen pointing a gun towards the agency in what is being described as a mental health crisis. The agency went into lockdown as police built a perimeter of at least 1 block. The man did surrender with no shots fired, no injuries reported.
Nearly 21,000 Defense Department civilian employees have accepted resignation offers. The department is currently in the process of placing those approved employees on administrative leave. The Pentagon is still working on firing probationary employees who have been in their jobs for less than a year. The department is working toward a strategic workforce reduction that could impact between 50 to 60,000 employees.
It is the start of spring break travel season, and the FBI is reminding travelers to stay vigilant. On the FBI's website, they have posted a travel advisory system warning spring breakers to be cautious when visiting a foreign country. They suggest a few tips to help travelers feel more safe and secure. Among those, avoid traveling alone, use authorized taxis, and be aware of new acquaintances. An important investigation into infant formula. Exclusive new testing by Consumer Reports highlights safer formulas while also identifying some that contain potentially harmful levels of heavy metals.
So those heavy metals include lead and arsenic. Luz Plasencia tells us what parents need to know to make the best choice for their baby.
Linda Ramirez had planned on breastfeeding her baby, but when she struggled to produce enough milk, her pediatrician suggested supplementing with formula.
I tried different formulas because I wanted to give her the best nutrients.
And she's not alone. About 1 in 5 newborns in the U.S. rely solely on formula, and by 6 months, 3 out of 4 babies are using it as part of their diet. Consumer Reports analyzed 41 types of powdered formula. 21 of the formulas tested had little to no detectable heavy metals, including Enfamil Gentle Ease, Similac Advance, and Kirkland Signature Pro Care from Costco. But there were also worrisome results. Consumer Reports detected inorganic arsenic, a known carcinogen, in 8 baby formulas and harmful levels of lead in 18 of the formulas tested. Lead exposure in babies can hurt their brain development. Recent studies have shown that heavy metals like lead and arsenic are present throughout our food supply, and formula is no exception. In fact, all the contaminants in CR's test have also been previously detected in breast milk, food, and water. But that doesn't mean industry can't do better.
The fact is that some levels in our tests are lower than others, and many are non-detectable. Just shows that it is possible to produce baby formula that doesn't contain worrisome contaminants and chemicals.
Experts from Consumer Reports urge manufacturers to test their raw ingredients, packaging, and final products to minimize risks. Consumer Reports reached out to the infant formula manufacturers with questions about their own testing for contaminants. Those that responded said that they test their formulas and that their products are safe. 2 major formula manufacturers, Abbott Nutrition, which makes Similac and Elecare, and Mead Johnson, which makes Enfamil, both challenged the results and stressed that heavy metals and chemicals are never intentionally added to their products. They also pointed out that trace amounts of heavy metals are not a problem that is unique to infant formula. In the meantime, parents should always consult their pediatrician with any concerns and should never try to make their own baby formula. This is Luz Plasencia.
Consumer Reports investigation is part of its Toxic Free Kids Food campaign, which encourages policymakers and manufacturers to protect children from harmful dyes, heavy metals, and chemicals in their food.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, on our last day of winter, we've got a big storm system heading our way on this upper level low. You can already see that moving across the area, impacting from Washington, Canada, I should say, all the way down to Northern California. It's going to bring strong gusty winds, lots of rain, and some heavy snow at times in our mountains. Check out the Cascades. They're going to start to be inundated overnight. They've already started seeing snow. We've got the rain moving across, and then that snow will dump on down across the Cascades into Oregon and even off into our Blues and the Idaho Panhandle. We do have winter weather alerts in place. We're looking at 6 to 14 inches of snow possible at pass level. That means Snoqualmie Pass, Stevens Pass. Any of those passes could be seeing heavy snow with winds up to 35 miles an hour. Oregon Cascades 10 to 12 inches, and taking a look at our Blue Mountains, another 4 to 10 inches on top of strong gusty winds. So not quite a blizzard, but blizzard-like conditions. Let's break things down with our futurecast. As you can see, we've got those stray showers moving through, and as this system comes through our area, we'll see those strong gusty winds. There's your heavy snow across the Cascades. We've got showers later in the evening all the way from Tri-Cities into Walla Walla and Dayton, and again some snow there for you in the Blues. More snow falling across the Cascades and more scattered showers moving through the area on Thursday. expect another round Thursday night right around dinner time in our area. So if you have any travel plans over the Cascades or the Blues, you'll want to check those past reports. Good chance many of them will be shut down. 20 to 35 mile an hour winds again all through the area with this wind advisory, gusting up to 55 miles an hour in places. Let's time out those gusty winds. You see them here along the foothills of the Blues, but those will start to spread as the system moves through into the Columbia Basin. Look at Tri-Cities, 40 mile an hour gusts. Sadius past 44. Lots of heavy wind activity, and it's going to kind of linger around through Thursday. Most of the day, we'll start to see things decreasing on Thursday evening into Friday, but the winds will still remain breezy even on Friday. Pollen forecast, well, it's high, guys. If you're sniffling and sneezing like me, definitely want to get in those allergy meds now. We're going to continue to see that. Our temperatures tonight looking pretty good. Chilly, though, here through the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. A little warmer as you get down to the lower valley and into the Columbia Basin and foothills of the Blues. Here's that 7-day planning forecast. First day of spring. Look for those breezy and gusty winds for the next couple of days. But check out the warm up as we get into our first official week of spring. We'll see temperatures in the 70s, a nice string of 3 days in a row for Tri-Cities. Looking into the Yakima Valley, breezy, gusty winds. Chances of rain again on Sunday as that next system pushes through. Temperatures there well above the average. In Ellensburg, you're going to see a little bit cooler overnight lows, strong breezy to gusty winds with warmer temperatures beginning on Monday. And in Walla Walla, look for that nice warm up next week, but those showers are going to be an issue moving right on through Sunday in Walla Walla. Strong gusty to breezy winds, but 75 degrees on Tuesday, I'll take it. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston. We'll see some gusty and breezy winds there as well. Temperatures there above average. So first day of spring again is coming in like a lion. We'll have a little bit of wet weather and windy conditions through the region, but get ready for those warmer temperatures next week. Austin, Wendy.
Oh, we're ready.
Yeah, we are. I know.
Ready to say goodbye to winter, hello spring, and then hopefully spring weather, though, because you never know.
Right.
We could still, I don't know, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. You never know.
This desk is wood, right? It's wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing the right thing.
We're good.
Coming up next, I'm going to bring you the spotlight. Don't go anywhere.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower remodel.
The best deals of the year are going on now at Overturf Kia with a huge selection to choose from. Looking for a hybrid vehicle that you can drive in either gas or electric mode? Lease a 2025 Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid electric EX with all-wheel drive for just $359 per month. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is your destination for endless excitement, fun, and thrilling wins. Gear up to win a brand new Toyota Tacoma this March. Join us every Friday and Saturday to spin the wheel for your share of $10,000 cash and prizes. It's a 4x4 Fortune grand prize drawing on March 29th with 4 spins, 4 winners, and 1 new Tacoma. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
This is my dad's superhero chair. My dad needed this chair because he had knee surgery when I beat him in basketball.
Meredith Furniture has superhero chairs that most people call lift chairs. They have any type of chair you need. Supportive, stylish, and so easy to use. Find the perfect lift chair for your loved ones at Meredith Furniture, where comfort meets convenience.
Meredith Furniture on South First in Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Spring is in the air and creativity is blooming everywhere at Custer's 26th Annual Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Join us as over 150 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcraft, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this a must-see event. Single-day admission only $8. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Custer's Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco.
Curve Appeal's new Era machine is here with an unbeatable offer. Get 4 sessions for just $999 or 8 sessions for $17.99. The best prices in town for incredible results. This special ends April 12th. Start your new era with Curve Appeal. Book your consultation today.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Weeknights at 5, I bring you the spotlight. A Selah High School student is one of 15 semifinalists for the Member of the Year Award for Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, also known as FCCLA. Parker Casey has served as Washington's FCCLA president and is on the state board of directors. The final 5 finalists will be named in April. Have an idea for the spotlight? Send me an email. It's easy. areed@applevalleynewsnow.com. Be watching tomorrow because I've got a really cool spotlight from an Apple Valley News Now viewer. Stay with us. Final weather next.
Stacy Lee, KEPKView First Alert Weather. Watch weeknights.
Buckle up, Sam. It's truck month.
It's time for the best deals across the full lineup. F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. We've got Maverick and Ranger fully prepared. This event is so big, it has something in it for everyone.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun! It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride to clients all the time. He does take care of him. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Buckle up, Sam. It's truck month.
It's time for the best deals across the full lineup. F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. We've got Maverick and Ranger fully prepared. This event is so big, it has something in it for everyone.
Jade Elliott grew up in Richland and started her broadcast career in Eastern Washington. After jobs in Salt Lake and Seattle, she's back home to wake you up each morning. Jade Elliott, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next, ET.
That's the most popular thing I think I've ever done.
A comedy trifecta with a Minecraft twist. We're with the all-star cast.
Coming to you, exclusive ET, yes.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a new video of our breaking story we first brought you. We can confirm that at least one person has died after a helicopter crashed near Dayton.
Let's go right to that brand new video just in. The helicopter, we know, went down near South Touchy Road around 12:30 this afternoon. Authorities say it hit power lines, knocked out power to nearly 1,000 people in that area. The power was restored for most people shortly thereafter.
The crash was in a rugged area and was not not accessible by rescue vehicles. First responders finally got to the scene. At least one person has died. Their family is being notified. Before we go, let's get a final look at your weather. Here's Stacy.
And one final look at our weather for tomorrow. Again, plan on some chilly conditions in the morning, especially in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. A little bit warmer when you get into the Columbia Basin and foothills of the Blues. Temperatures by midday will string from the lower 40s all the way into the 50s, but look for those scattered showers through the area, and temperatures in the later afternoon will be in the 50s. We're going to start heading to the 60s after this, and eventually the 70s. Batten down the hatches and get ready for those strong gusty winds tonight. Guys, back to you.
Stacy, thanks so much. We're back at 6.
Hoping your news is good news.